I'm Danan Whiddon, and we are in Greenville, Alabama, which is in Butler County.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. And how long have you been here, lived here?
So I was born here in 1970, and then moved away and for 30 years. And then I've been back for 9 or 10 years now. So forever. I'm from here.
Wonderful. And you said you went to school where?
I went to school at Alabama.
There we go.
So I did my grind work there, and hello to everybody at Morgan Hall.
So, what's it like living here in Butler County?
I got to tell you, maybe I am romanticizing it a little too much, but having lived elsewhere for 3 years, I kept thinking, man, I wish I could find a beautiful little town with a beautiful nature and a simple life. I love that. And then I would thought, I'm so stupid. That's where I came from. Why don't I just move home? And it is, first of all, the nature here is beautiful. The people here are amazing. And moving back has been a real adventure for me. So I love it here.
Gotcha. And what do you do here now?
I own a herb shop called Sweetheart, Alabama.
Okay. Awesome. And what's it kind of like pursuing that career here in your hometown? And
Right. It's been fun. Well, and I'll tell you this, I opened before COVID.
Okay.
So there was a lot of learning that happened, and I figured out that during COVID, I was a real community place where people were talking about what are we going to do and the health, that all of this stuff, and it was a lot more responsibility than I thought I would have, and I have enjoyed it.
That's great. I know COVID was really hard on small businesses.
So terrible, and on the community.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you could let some of our out-of-state students or people who aren't familiar with Greenville kind of know, what are some things you might want them to kind of know about here, and what it has to offer?
Okay, so if you're interested in the history of Alabama at all, or Southern history, as a matter of fact, or musical history, Greenville is a great place to come. And the reason why I say that is Hank Williams Sr., this was his stomping grounds when he was a kid. And I tell people all the time, our Commerce Street is where he would walk as a kid and sell roasted peanuts.
Oh, wow.
And he did shoe shining at our courthouse. This is where he met the musician T-Tot, who taught him how to play guitar. There's a lot of that history. We have and I tell people all the time, if you like cemeteries, we've got some great ones.
Yeah.
And we have great places to eat and shop. So it's a town that you could just kind of wander around in and be fine. You'd find something to see.
Pretty nice. So what about maybe some of the challenges people face here? What do you feel like is maybe most needed around here?
I don't know if I can, just like every other place, the economy has affected us, just gas prices, the economy. We need out-of-town shoppers. We need people. I would love for a lot of young people to move here and bring ideas and just bring new energy here. I think we need that. Yeah.
And kind of, I feel like maybe it answers itself, coming back here and starting a business, but what would you maybe like your legacy to be? And, how would you like to be remembered for contributing to community here?
Well, and I think I would just opening the shop and providing natural health products. That's a big thing for here. Not just that, I have it, but I can speak to it and I can talk about, I have training as an herbalist. So I can talk to people about it and kind of bridge, because I'm from here, I can bridge hey, makes sense. And by the way, our grandparents used this, or our great-grandparents used this. And so I can talk about the new products and how they relate to what we were doing 200 years ago.
Yeah, that I was going to say, the healthcare isn't always an issue in a rural place. And like you said, I feel like there's so much, sometimes it gets lost when it comes to natural medicine and things like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Anything else maybe just like to add about?
Well, I would encourage anybody to come visit this area, especially in light of what you're maybe thinking about politics or history.
Yeah.
There is a lot that happened in these places, and I don't want those things to be forgotten. So please come visit and meet people here and explore. And what a beautiful state we have. You really can't go wrong.